That's what we change. In this section, we try to look a little bit more exclusively about customer-driven organizations. Last week, we had discussed about the definition of management and the definition of organizations. And then I remember that last week we mentioned about if we want to design our organizations, so we need to know about the resources. Resources means like man, machine, material, money, and environment. One of the critical issues or critical factors how we can drive the organizations keep on vision and missions. We need to learn about the customers of organizations. What kind of the customer of organizations? Why I mention and underline about the customer? Because if when you try to design of your business, whatever about business, digital platform, digital business, startup maybe something like that. Even you have very high qualified of human resource, high technology, very specific in good material, lot of money or capitals, but you don't have customer, so the product cannot sell. So the first thing is make sure the customers. There is any customer want to buy your product, your services, organizations. That's the basic need. Whatever about the product. Maybe in your opinion as the owner of the business, this is a good product, high innovation, something like that. You try to marketing the product, but if your customer don't need the product, so you can sell the product. So the first thing is make sure that who is your customer of your organization. The customer-driven organizations. Okay, so this is the part of how we can. The first thing is how we can classify the customer. We have internal customer and external customer. External customer, that means work in your company and will rely on the work of others to do their job effectively. If I am the owner of the business, so my staff, all the structure organization, that is internal customers. Yeah. And then the external customer, buy your goods. External customer is mean like the end customers of the product. Who sell your product? Yeah. Who buy your product? That is external customer. So what does it mean? Customer-driven organizations. A customer-driven organization is one that listen to its customer. That's I mentioned. Make sure that you capture the consumer behaviors. That's very important. Yeah. Next, I will give you some example how to mapping the consumer behavior, because this will give impact to the design of your organizations. Listen its customer, and then integrate customer into the business and vice versa. Yes. integrate customer to your business. Try to invite the customer to give the recommendations or some critics, things like that. That's very important because the silent customer is very dangerous. We don't know he accept or reject the product, but who is customer very critical, who will give some feedback or something like that, it's very good for you. You know the response of customers. Please don't anti-critics from the customer. You need to learn from your customers. That I mentioned before in the last week. If you want to be good, the basic need is good listeners. This is the basic concept. Okay, and then provide customer-focused solutions. What's it mean? Provide customer-focused solutions. Anyone? Can you mention for the third one? Provide customer-focused solutions. What it means?
Makes the customer satisfaction.
Okay. What does it mean the satisfaction? Is this related with the solutions?
Yes.
Please give your one example maybe to make it clear.
Maybe simpler. Maybe like if we're having like a noodle company, if they want more flavor, we can add more flavor based on what they want. Maybe.
Okay, good. Anything else? Provide customer-focused solution. I give you examples. Last week, I'm going to the Matos. Okay, I'm going to the one of the coffee shop. Is air mata kucing, tea, the tea product. Okay, I read the menu in the board of the shop. Okay, and I very interested of two menus. The first one is try to give the tea with soya. Tea with soya. Soybean milk. And the second one is tea with chocolate and then give some boba jelly. I request the staff is, could I order in the first menu but give me one of the part of the second menu? It's like boba or something combined with chocolate. Yeah. They don't accept. We cannot sell it like that. If you want to be focused on solution, the more important thing is supply meet the demand. If the demand requests something specific, go ahead, just give what the need of the consumer. Whatever the price, I will give you the price. But please combine these two minutes and the stuff. We cannot accept your order. What the hell? She not try to provide customer focused solution to us. Okay, bye bye. I try to going to the other competitors who can give the solution from my need. Try to flexible based on customer need. Okay, focus solutions, and then has a culture which positively embrace the customer. Customer service, questionnaire, comment box, and satisfaction leaders. Has culture which positively embrace the customer. So this is like maybe you can see the example from organization of bank or insurance. The staff is very kindly to us. When your birthday in the morning, they give you notification, happy birthday, something like that. It's it's like to embrace the positive culture to the customer. Take care of the customer. You know this is your special day. When the customer feel that wow, he or she very care to me, and he gives congratulation or celebrate my birthday. So as a customer, it's like we have positive chemistry with the provider of organizations. It's very important. That is mean how to make sure the customer driven organizations. So we develop the organizations, the resource, the structure driven by the customer. That's very important. Okay. What the benefit of being customer driven? The organization gains the following benefits. First thing is it's very important, loyalty of customers. Yeah, the loyalty of customers. That's very important. Yeah. You give more. It's like attentions to the customer, care to the customer. So that's mean we try to build the loyalty of customers. That's very important. And the second is focus on value added. That second thing is very important. Focus on value added. Non-value added activity, try to relate it. Make sure you're focused on value added something. And then the third is service as a differentiator. And then market information, and the last is about higher profit, of course. I try to give you example like for focus on value and focus on value and then service differentiator. For examples, if you go from the parking area of our building, going to the inside of the main gate, and you see the asset
Oh,
mat.
Matt.
Yeah. If you going to the shop, whatever in mall, something like that, and you see, you try to find the asset. It's coming. Welcome back. You can see they have one design. Even they have word welcome. Yeah, welcome.
Được không? Mấy cách làm
Welcome.
việc
Okay.
itu
Do you think the word welcome is very important?
no,
It is important for customer welcome.
no,
The word of welcome.
no.
Even the basic function of a cassette is to clean up your shoes. This is the value added, but not necessarily maybe not satisfied. Even compare with the basic function to clean up your shoes. Even the word of welcome you give like gold or whatever bling bling something like that. It's not important, guys. What the basic need? Clean up your shoes. Even you have in Arabic welcome. Even that is focused on value added. Make sure that the materials of this product is good and meet the function of clean your shoes. Yeah. And you will learn that in the product designs courses about this one. How to make sure this is the value added, this is the basic thing of the design of the product. Okay. We try to dig to know about the loyalty of customer. Customer will stay where they feel they are being valued. I underline the toward this are being valued. You feel being valued with the behavior of the organizations or staff. Second is customer will receive what they require. And then customer will trust the organizations. And business will be protected from the competitors. That is impact. That is mean of the loyalty of customers. Okay. And then focus on value added. The organization will focus its resources on the activity which add value for customers. Is same with when you going to the Indomaret or Alfamart. Try to payment to the cashier. Sometimes the staff try to menawarkan, offer some product in the tables. This is you can buy this one and you will have discount 50%, something like that. Buy one get one. They try to give you another information until maybe the main process of payments will be long. It needs long time because they try to offer some product. For me, typical customer for me, I don't like it. Just focus and going to you is make sure that this payment is clear and finished as soon as possible. Don't try offer me the other product. I focus. This is my need. Yeah. So this is that mean activities add value for customer. Even that's not valued. Maybe it's not valued for the customer, but you need to offer the product. But make sure that activity offer the product, not to eliminate the process of the basic process of payment, because the need of customer is payment process. Make sure that finish as soon as possible. Yeah. Customer driven operations focus on what the customer want. Okay. And then core competencies can be identified and developed so as to deliver what the customer will use and the better. I think that's important. There's a focus on value added. And then service as differentiator. It means that the quality of product or service is taken as a prerequisite for doing business. Service is what differentiates the customer driven organization. Anyone can explain this the first one? Will you help me? What it means? The quality of product or the quality of product or services is taken as a prerequisite for doing business. Services is what differentiates customer driven organization. What does it mean? Anyone can give example?
Every business has their own part of making every product is high value and high quality like that. But customer driven organization are more into how we service.
Okay.
But not only like high quality, but also we offer some values to the customer.
Good.
Customer.
Good. Another one? Anything else? What does it mean in this first one? Anyone can give examples? What does it mean?
Maybe in a company, the quality product and services one of the primary things that is very important. But what depends is on the service. If the service is not good, the how we service the customer is bad, then the customer will feel valuable.
Good. Let me give you an example. Even we have two products, Samsung and iPhone. We went to the mall and went to the shop of iPhone and Samsung. Maybe from the quality is so lah, yeah. Seems bit 50-50 lah for the quality. But if the staff, Samsung will give the good services, good looking, beautiful, handsome, something like that, and then the ethic is very good, so the customer will be enjoy to choose the services, even they have same quality of product. So that's a very important gate about give the services as differentiated, not only the product, but how you selling the product. The behavior of the staff is very important. Okay? And the services will increase the loyalty. If you give good services, the customer will be loyal to you. And like I mentioned before, yeah, this one. And they will trust to you, your organizations. Yeah. And the services become a cultural aspect as well as a functional aspect of the organization. So make sure that the good services become a good cultural for the organizations. Very important things. Okay. And then benefit of being customer from market information aspect. Yeah. Having excellent link with the customer profiles and organization with access to information on the market growth rate, competitor activity, customer buying trends, and then requirement for new product and services. Yeah, this is very important in the market aspect. Yeah. Why this market information is very important? I will give you examples. Yeah. This is one of the examples very powerful to know the impact of customer behavior to the design of your organizations. Okay, this is one of my materials. Yeah. How pandemic, you remember, and the COVID-19 will shape business and customer attitude. Okay. Type of consumer. If you want to sell product, the first thing, make sure that what kind of the customer. Yeah. Not only how many customers in each month in a years, but make sure in 1 month how many customers, how many customers, then what kind of the customers. Yeah. This is the 5 consumer archetype we identified through our research include. This is one of the consultants in England, the UK, tried to meet the 5 new type of customer during pandemic. They tried to collect the data from a lot of people, 1,000 people, and then they get the 5 types: the warrior, the individualist, rationalist, activist, and indifference. They're the typical of the customers. This is the consumer behavior. What kind of the warrior? The warrior is I'm senior citizens. I have underlying conditions. I am not willing to take the chance. Is very he or she very worried about the conditions of the pandemics. Yeah. That's the warrior. And then the individual is both my husband and I will be fine. I am more concerned about people acting stupid and buying up all the toilet paper than selling it price gold style. That individual is. I'm fine. What the fuck my neighbors or whatever, I don't care. I make sure me and my husband, me and my son and my daughter safe. And then the rational is different again. I'm not concerned. All I can do is keep things and myself clean. I hope others do the same. As long as I try to keep clean, take the masker, and if I try to clean up my hand, I'm safe. Rationalist. The activists, totally different. I want to maintain social distance. This is not only for myself, this is for also social responsibility. That's activists. Try to make sure, come on guys, PSBB is very important. That's activists. Try to stay as long as in your home. Don't go everywhere. That's activists. Yeah, and indifference, the indifference. This is seriously being blown out of proportions. So that's the consumer behavior. What the impact to organizations? So, okay. If I can give an example in Indonesia, this is the sembako. What they need during the pandemic. Yeah. That processes personal hygiene, cleaning products, yeah. Dining food, fresh food, and frozen food. We try to clustering what kind of the high demand for that product based on the consumer behavior, the top 5 consumer behaviors. So we try to meet supply and demands. 21%, if we can see so, the organizations can see that if you want to sell a product, which one the product is very high selling? The first, personal hygiene, cleaning product, and then this is all type of customer will be buy the product. But I will not sell the product is like pet care is no one. On maybe on 6.3% the warrior can buy the services of pet care. Yeah. So I try to make sure the organization meet the demand of customers. I try to shifting my business based on this mapping of the customer behavior. Once again, not only the number, this is about the behavior more deep and give impact the model of organizations. I will not, if I have a fashion business, see, yeah, decreasing more than 5%, he or she, they will collapse. So try to move, shift your organizations. Not same with fashions, beauty, alcohol, beverage, toys and games. The demand is the top. This is maybe top of 4, 5, top 5. Frozen food, fresh food. That's the top. So you need to shift your business organizations based on customer driven. Yeah. This is the panic index from Accenture, one of the consultants in the UK. Panic index customer type help understand how processing is system and give impact to the design of business organizations. Okay. What kind of in Indonesia is, you remember, this is trend of the by itself consumer in Indonesia. Yeah. Webcam, very high growth percentage of self buying product. cycling. Yeah.
Good picture.
And the others. So if the organizations try to sell the product or services, the first step is make sure the consumer behavior. Okay. Okay, that's it. Any questions? So that is the critical point about the customer driven organization. How the customer driven the culture, model, and the design of organizations. Okay. And then next week, I will try to give you example of how to design the structure of organizations. This is how we make sure the philosophy of the concept different organizations. But the next, we try to go into deep the structure of the structure of organizations. Yeah. One of the important things that you need to remember is the structure of organization is not only copy paste from the last structure. Based on the theoreticals and the concept, if you want to design the structure of organizations, make sure the visions and missions of organizations. That is basic conditions. If you want to design the structure of organizations. Sorry. Kalau boleh kembali. Wah, belum cek saya Pak. Belum tahu. Belum buka saya, tapi belum buka. Yuk bisa pagi bisa. Pokoknya jangan sampai pokoknya yang jelas saya akan umumkan di tanggal 4 Pak. Yang jelas saya akan mengumumkan di tanggal 4, itu harus fix majelis ini. Majelisnya saya akan mengumumkan di tanggal 4 Pak. Majelis sempurna itu saya umumkan di tanggal 4. Jadi harapannya besok siang sore saya sudah voting juga tapi saya siang atau sore saya sudah. Sebentar Pak, tapi ya sebentar. Saya lagi ngajar. Sebentar. Okay, any questions? Yeah, sure.
For example, if there's any customer that wants a request but it's too ambiguous or fantasy like that, how do we offer that up? Like, what do we do?
Sure. If you feel that it's very fantastic or beyond of imagine,
Yeah.
it's okay. You not accept the requirement or you need to try to satisfy or fulfillment the demand. Again, I mentioned last week, don't try to make some planning if your resources not good enough. Apalagi mau execute or implement fulfillment the demand. Make sure that how about your man, machine, material, money, and even tools or technologies and environment. If you feel that this resource is not really good to fulfill the demand, just reject it. Okay? But if you feel that I have all of the resource, I can combine it. I can push my team to fulfill the demand. So as leaders, as good leaders, you need to pursue all your resources, especially the human resource, to fulfill the demand of the customer or the requirement of the customers. Yeah, that's very important thing. Okay. Don't try to push something that you don't have enough resources or you don't have enough capital or something like that. Okay, good. Anything else? Again, yeah. Whatever you have, or how many you have the resource capital, yeah. Especially the money cannot buy the customer needs. The ideally, yeah, ideal customer behavior, customer needs is very important things. Okay. Before you design your organization, design a product and design your devices, make sure what kind of the specific, like I mentioned before, the customer behavior, what they need specifically is very important. Don't try to selling product if they don't, if nobody want to use your product, there is no demand over there, so please don't try to sell your product. Okay? Sorry guys, I have meeting in 1 p.m. so